Good afternoon, friends. This video on one of the Supreme Court judgment in the case of AAP and Company. Honorable Supreme Court has reversed the Gujarat High Court judgment wherein it was held GSTR-3B is not a return under Section 39 of CGST Act. After this judgment, you would be knowing there was retrospective amendment in Rule 61, Sub-Rule 5, introducing GSTR-3B as a return under Section 39 of CGST Act with retrospective date July 1, 2017. Now this AAP and Company, the judgment which is coming from Honorable Supreme Court, has relied upon larger bench, 3 judges bench judgment recently passed in the case of Bharti Airtel. As per Bharti Airtel judgment, Honorable Supreme Court has held GSTR-3B is a return under Section 39 of CGST Act, read with Rule 61 Sub-Rule 5 of CGST Rules 2017, whereby, as per retrospective amendment from July 1, 2017, GSTR-3B was stated as a return under Section 39. And this retrospective amendment which was done in Rule 61 Sub-Rule 5 was by notification number 49/2019 Central Taxes dated 9th October 2019, but introduced and retrospectively effected from July 1, 2017. So, Honorable Supreme Court in the case of AAP and Company has relied the larger bench judgment of Bharti Airtel, and as per Bharti Airtel, GSTR-3B is a return under Section 39. Read with Rule 61 Sub-Rule 5 of CGST Rules 2017. In my humble submission, I would like to draw 2-3 important pointers. What is the way forward after this judgment? Yes, once Honorable Supreme Court relying larger bench judgment of Bharti Airtel and now concluded reversing judgment of Gujarat High Court in the case of AAP and Company. There is a force GSTR-3B is a return under Section 39 of CGST Act, read with Rule 61 Sub-Rule 5 of CGST Rules 2017. No denial. But what are the pointers I would like to draw? Point number 1. In Bharti Airtel judgment, constitutional validity of Rule 61 Sub-Rule 5, which was retrospectively amended, was not challenged. This point is still open. The rule which was retrospectively amended is valid or not. The first point which is still open for debate and litigation. Second pointer. Can we decide Bharti Airtel judgment as a ratio decidency in the present fact of the case? In the case of AAP and Company? In my humble submission, it is only having a reference of an obiter dictum. For the region, Bharti Airtel judgment, the fact was whether GSTR-3B can be amended by the petitioner for the relevant tax period. Quick recap, what was the fact in Bharti Airtel? Bharti Airtel has filed their GSTR-3B for the period July, August and September 2017 without availing the GST input tax credit which is otherwise available to them, and discharge their output tax through e-cash ledger. When GSTR-2A came into the picture in September 2018, They came to know that they were having enough credit in the relevant tax period July to September 2017, which they could have used for discharging their output tax instead of making payment through e-cash ledger. So they pleaded before Delhi High Court first that they should be allowed to amend GSTR-3B, and thereby they should be permitted to use the credit which is available to them for discharging their output tax, which they have paid through e-cash ledger. So whatever they have paid through e-cash ledger, that should be refunded back. 923 crore rupees refund. Honorable Delhi High Court has allowed that GSTR-3B for the relevant tax period can be amended and refund is permissible. Honorable Supreme Court silver lining decision said GST is a self-assessment tax. GSTR-2A is only a facilitation provided to the taxpayer. Otherwise, petitioner is entitled to avail credit irrespective of fact GSTR-2A is available or not available. It is only facilitation given to the taxpayer. And petitioner could have taken the credit and utilized the credit for discharging their output tax. If they have not followed the concept of self-assessment tax, now they are not being permitted to amend GSTR-3B for the relevant tax period. Hence, refund of 923 crore was denied. Hence, I'm comparing Bharti Airtel judgment with AAP and company. Bharti Airtel judgment was mainly focusing that GSTR-2A, which was made available in September 2018, held as a facilitation measure for the taxpayer. Otherwise, GST is a self-assessment tax. Petitioner could have taken the credit as per the GST law. So if 4 condition of section 16 subsection 2 is satisfied, they could have taken the credit, utilized the same instead of making payment through e-cash ledger towards their output tax liability. Now, why I'm drawing this reference to all of you, and this is important for us. We are finding lot many notices are being issued in trade, industry and commerce, and department is issuing a notices only on this pretext that credit not reflected in GSTR-2A and 2B, hence you are not allowed to avail credit. Otherwise, they have satisfied 4 conditions under section 16 subsection 2 of CGST Act for availing credit. There may be number of reasons why credit is not coming in 2A or 2B. We all know about it. Maybe wrong GST number furnished by the supplier. Maybe B2B transaction is captured as a B2C. Or maybe intrastate supply captured as a interstate or vice versa. GSTR-3B filed by the supplier but not GSTR-1. So there may be many reasons. And as per Honorable Supreme Court judgment, though it is stating that GSTR-3B is a return under section 39, GST is a self-assessment tax, GSTR-2A is only a facilitation measure and should not be guiding factor, deciding factor for availing credit. If you have satisfied 4 conditions of section 16 subsection 2. Now my humble submission, why I am saying that Bharti Airtel judgment should not be considered as a ratio decidency. It can be only an obiter dictum, and in the case of AAP and company, a fresh hearing could have been provided. Because Rule 61 sub Rule 5, this was retrospectively amended by notification number 49/2019. Central tax dated 9th of October 2019, retrospectively amended only when Gujarat High Court judgment came out. So constitutional validity is very, very important for this rule, which was retrospectively amended. A fresh hearing could have been provided. Merely relying on Bharti Airtel judgment, in my considered opinion, humble submission, is not giving a true and clear picture. Bharti Airtel judgment, though saying GSTR-2A is a facilitation given to the taxpayer and should not be determining for availing ITC, why department is issuing so many notices? Can we take the advantage of this Bharti Airtel judgment for deciding those cases where ITC is being disputed by the department because it is not reflected in GSTR-2A or 2B of the recipient of goods or services? If I have satisfied 4 conditions, credit should be available. Even as per the law, which is my important point, Section 16, subsection 2, subclause AA of CGST Act 2017, and you know this subclause AA is introduced by clause number 100 of Finance Bill 2021, which is prospective clause and yet to be notified. As per this subclause AA under section 16 subsection 2, 2A and 2B going to be important, but from a date to be notified. It is prospective clause introduced by Finance Bill 2021. So fifth condition, which is inserted under section 16 subsection 2, yet to be notified. So until it is notified, no notice for demanding ITC, which is not coming in 2A or 2B, can sustain. And Bharti Airtel is saying so, saying that self-assessment tax, you should avail the credit as available to you under section 16 subsection 2. If you satisfied 4 conditions, take credit. So what is the relevance of 2A or 2B? Introduced by way of rule, and no corresponding provision in the Act till the time subclause AA under section 16 subsection 2 gets notified. So meaning thereby whether rule can override the provision of the Act, and that too retrospectively in the case of Rule 61 sub Rule 5 introducing GSTR-3B, which was stop time gap management. We all know that GSTR-2 and 3 was never implemented. 3B was introduced in lieu of GSTR-3. Lot of confusion. Relevance of section 37, 38, 39. 37 GSTR-1, 38 GSTR-2, 39 GSTR-3, and 2 and 3, GSTR-2 and 3 never got implemented. 3B was introduced as a stop time gap management, short time gap management. Now, by retrospective amendment, that too by way of rule, if we are going to hell, then this constitutional validity must be challenged and must be heard. And that's what I'm saying, ratio decidency of Bharti Airtel should not be applied in the case of AAP and company. It can merely be considered as an obiter dictum. A fresh hearing could have been provided to decide this subject matter. Nevertheless, since Honorable Supreme Court has decided this subject matter, relying on larger bench judgment of Bharti Airtel, we have to wait and watch how this litigation going to be settled in time to come. But what is important for all of us together? Bharti Airtel, which is relied on in this AAP and company, is also giving silver lining that credit in the hands of recipient of goods or services is not dependent on GSTR 2A or 2B unless and until clause 100, whereby subclause AA under section 16 subsection 2, which is prospective clause yet to be notified. So first time provision is talking about relevance of GSTR 2A and 2B. So whatever is happening through rule, and rule cannot override the provision of the Act. So this litigation is developing and evolving. We have to wait and watch. The judgment of Aap and Company now concluding, relying on Bharti Airtel judgment. GSTR-3B is a return under Section 39, read with Rule 61, Sub-Rule 5 of CGST Rules 2017. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Lot many things on GST. To keep you updated, subscribe to our YouTube channel and other social media for getting all GST related changes. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.